For Georgia Now News, I'm Jenna Eason. With temperatures continuing to rise in Georgia, health professionals are warning those taking medications to be aware of how their medications interact with the heat. Certain drugs can impact your body's ability to regulate temperature and reduce the effectiveness of the medication. For example, beta blockers can reduce your ability to sweat, which prevents your body from being able to cool itself. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention list other medications that can increase heat-related risks, such as high blood pressure medicine, diuretics, and certain psychotropic medications. Dr. Sujatha Reddy with Northside Hospital told CBS News Atlanta that common medicines like antibiotics can make your skin more sensitive to sunlight.
The best way to protect yourself on medicine or not from the sun is going to be wear a hat, wear long sleeves, use sunscreen, at least SPF 30, and reapply every 2 hours. You want to try to avoid peak sun hours, which is going to be about 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Medications should not be left in a hot car because the heat can degrade the effectiveness of the medication or even produce other harmful chemicals. If you need to travel with your medication, store it in an insulated thermal cup with a small ice pack. A Metro Atlanta nonprofit says the amount of people relying on food pantries remains high, along with grocery prices. Reflections of Trinity and Hiram served just under 3 million pounds of food in 2025 to people in 77 Georgia counties and some outside of Georgia. Founder Lorianne Wong Burns told CBS News Atlanta that during the coronavirus pandemic, they were serving around 1,000 families per week. Now they are serving 1,300 families per week, and that number has steadily increased since 2022. Wong Burns attributed the rise to other financial strains on families.
Housing has gone up, so is fuel. So it's like a trifecta. And a lot of times people's wages haven't gone up. So that's where food pantries come in.
Feeding America reports that more than 1.2 million people in Georgia experienced food insecurity in 2019. And although the numbers improved in 2020 and 2021, by 2023 they had grown to 1.6 million people. The nonprofit Reflections of Trinity relies heavily on partnerships and volunteers. They have around 200 to 250 volunteers each week. If you are interested in donating or volunteering, go to reflectionsoftrinity.org. Wellstar Health System announced Tuesday plans to lay off nearly 800 employees. A news release from the nonprofit healthcare organization said that many of the workers impacted are shared service, administrative, and corporate roles. Nearly 2% of the company's 35,000 Georgia employees will be laid off at about 761 employees. The company said the decision came after reviewing an analysis of industry benchmarks. They also said they would retain their frontline care teams. Lawmakers who will serve on the committee to review the future of elections in the state have been chosen by Governor Brian Kemp and other officials. The Election Equipment Specifications and Standards Committee will work to develop standards and requirements for a new statewide election system. State Representative Victor Anderson and State Senator Max Burns will chair the committee. Other lawmakers on the committee include State Representative Tim Fleming, State Senator Bo Hatchett, State Senator Rick Williams, and State Representative Scott Holcomb, the only Democrat appointed. Other members include current and previous election officials, as well as representation from the governor's office. The committee's first meeting will be on August 7th. Atlanta Mission canceled plans for a large homeless service hub near the Beltline's West Side Trail after strong opposition from the community. The nonprofit planned the center on a more than 15-acre lot on Donald Lee Hollowell Parkway. It was set to house more than 900 people per night. Some businesses and residents, including Peter Adarian, opposed the plan, saying such a large property should be reserved for development projects.
It is a good start for us, most definitely. It's not the end of the story. The idea for us is equitable development. So we want to be able to have conversations with the city of Atlanta and Invest Atlanta to have these conversations to say, this is our plan, this is our vision for this acre that's right here on the Beltline.
Atlanta Mission has not announced where they are looking for an alternative location. That's what's happening in Georgia now. For news anytime, check out our website at heregeorgianow.com. You can also download our app from the App Store or the Google Play Store. And to stay up to date on our content across all our platforms, follow us on Instagram at Here Georgia Now and Facebook at Georgia Now. I'm Jenna Eason.